Yes, we are starting. We are alive. Good evening, everyone. So today we have done with our fourth JEE Mains exam. Like yesterday, 2 shifts. Today also we are done with the 2 shifts. Yeah. So and you might have seen yesterday's papers. So today also the same pattern is being continued. So the maths is a deciding factor. So we have a faculty here to discuss the paper. So myself, Prashant, I'll be taking physics.
Myself, Rana Rishabh Pratap Singh, and I will be taking chemistry for today's session. Okay, sir.
Okay, so let us continue. Okay. So in the today's paper, and if you see the general analysis,
Going, sir?
yes, I think it is. Yes. So the general trend. So how is a chemistry paper, sir?
Yeah, it was easy. Right now, we can say easy to moderate. Few of the questions were there that we could see. Most of the inorganic chemistry, especially, it was NCERT based. And if we see organic also, it was quite more just like NCERT only. But physical chemistry also, we have seen few graphs were there. It was just completely based on NCERT. So we can say that NCERT for chemistry has become way more important than any time that it was important, right?
Like chemistry.
In chemistry, we have seen many
only NCERT, as we already
we cannot say that only NCERT, because only NCERT will never help. There are always, you can say there are, let's say that there is sequence question. In sequence question, there will be one sequence that is completely NCERT based. Then there will be one question which will be right. It will be good one. So what we can say for sure, the question is level is easy to moderate. Right now I have not seen any question which is, I can say, difficult. Yeah, one question is I saw that is out of syllabus. Sir, it is from metallurgy chapter, that is already removed.
Is it deleted portion, sir?
Yeah, yes, it is.
So even in physics also we have one question from X-rays.
I think that every time they are doing just
one question they might be giving from here and there. And for those who prepare for advance, it's like it's like a piece of cake. They will be able to do very easily. Sure. The paper, even those who are preparing for advance, they can do in 30 minutes.
Correct. So I think for chemistry also it will not take more than 25 to 30 minutes. It was doable like that only. Okay, sir.
So only the maths, right?
Only the maths, I think it is going.
Okay, then let us see with the today's paper. In today's paper, so the first question is starting with the thermodynamics part. So what is the question which is given here? So we have a PV graph, indicator diagram we are having, where so pressure and volume we have on the regular basis. So the process is going from A to E, which is given here, and we want to find only the simple work done, direct question. So in graph, whenever graph is given and they are asking to find work done, how do you calculate work done? As you all know, area under the graph. And directly if we take area, again we can go wrong. We should also take the convention, that is plus or minus. So here if you see A to B part, what is happening? The volume is increasing. When volume increases, simple thing, work done by the gas will be positive. And then, and what is the thing? Just if you go step by step, ultimately we have to reach E part, A to B. So where work done, let us say W1, it is the area, simple rectangle, length, that is V0, and the height, if you take, that is P0. So work done is plus P0 it is. Next, what happened? B to C part. B to C part, no expansion, no compression, the volume is constant. Whenever volume is constant, what happens? Isochoric process, work done is 0, right? There is nothing to calculate. So W2 part, let us say 0. The last part, C to E part. In C to E, W3, let us say, what do you think which is happening here? So we have to take area under the graph ultimately, and you see it is compression. When volume decreases, work done will be negative. So finally, so we have at the last step we are there, and we have to take the big triangle, big rectangle part. What is the area? So this again, height 2b0 and width 2b0, and we have to take minus. If we don't take, the things will be going wrong. So minus 4 p0 p0. So what is the net? The net work done is W1 plus W2 plus W3. This minus 3 p0 v0. So we have the first option. It is. I think most of you might have done in 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes. Very simple. So easy. Okay, they gave the medium, but we should even consider easy. maybe if you consider time factor, you can put it under the medium category. So very simple question. So you can check how many of you answered A. So if you have answered A, you can type it over there itself. We'll see how many people have commented A here. So again, it's very easy paper as we are expecting from last 3 years as well. If you see, the questions are quite easy, and we'll see finally also how the trend is. What is the present trend? Previous trend, if you compare in physics, there is no change. If you follow those selected chapters and if you do it easily, you can score 70, I should say. And we'll see at the end what is the pattern is, how the things are being flowing. So let us see next. So we have optics, ray optics. Again, students might feel it is one big chapter, but again, if you stick to the basics, basic formulas, you can easily do. So we have what is a prism, angular prism they are talking, and prism only does two things. What are the two things it does? It does a deviation, and it is one more thing it can do is dispersion. Either they can ask question on deviation or they can ask question on deviation, and on that basis we can go with the formulas. So here they are asking based on deviation, and for deviation what is the formula we have? So there are two formulas are there. One to calculate based on, so basic case is I plus E minus A, and one special case is minimum deviation case. So that is the formula. We are having only two formulas, I should say, on based on deviation. So mu is equal to sine A plus minimum deviation by 2 whole divided by sine A by 2. So let us see on which they are asking. They are talking about minimum deviation. So let us leave this, let us stick to this formula. Again, formula based. Ray optics for mains, it is formula based, nothing to think. And hardly there is one or two times they will be giving applicative. In the last shift they have given one applicative based question, but again, so this shift, so directly the question is based on formula. So again, it's a luck basis also we can say. So which shift of how the questions will become. So here they are asking to find angle of prism. A we have to find. Mu given, so mu is given, which is root 3 is equal to sine A they are asking. And regarding minimum deviation and angular prism, both are equal. So in the place we can write A divide by 2 by sine A by 2. That's it. So we have so one unknown, one equation, just we can directly solve. So mu is equal to root 3. Then here sine A by sine A by 2. Sine A by sine A by 2. How to proceed here? Again, simple trigonometry, basic trigonometry. What is sine A can be written as? So 2 sine A by 2 cos A by 2 and divided by sine A by 2. So sine A by 2 got cancelled, and we got finally cos A by 2 is equal to root 3 by 2. And what is cos A by 2 is equal to root 3 by 2? So it must be A by 2 is equal to 30 degrees. So A is equal to 60 degrees. So the angle of prism, the answer is 60 degrees over here. Again, so again if you consider, okay, they have kept under the category of medium, and if you are also, this is one of the case where it is formula based, we should say. Formula based question. So again in the mains, if you are just going with the formula, you can easily get the things done. Minimum we can see like 40%, 50% will be coming directly. Next, so we have the question from motional plane, kinematics. One question will be coming, and it is a regular pattern once again. Either it could be motion in a straight line or it could be motion on the here it is a oblique projectile motion based the question it is given. So again in kinematics, how we should see the things as. There are again topics based where acceleration is constant, where acceleration is variable, and one last thing is graphs. Any one topic they can pick the question when acceleration is constant, the special cases where the motion is under gravity. So directly we can do the questions by using the equations. If you know the equations of motion, then you can do any question. Again here requires little bit of integration differentiation, and here little bit of knowledge of applications. So any one topic, like in the previous shift they asked where VT graph is given and they asked to find distance, like that. Again in which shift which question will be asked, that is your luck. Again here also they asked direct simple question. Projectile, they gave the angle is given as 60 degrees, and so they are asking about kinetic energy when at highest point. What happens when you go to highest point? So during projectile motion, initial velocity as it goes, and at highest point does the velocity become 0? Only the y component becomes 0, but x component will be the same. So what is x comp velocity? So you can see that, so here u cos 60, everywhere it will be u cos 60, here also u cos 60. So what is u cos 60 is u by 2. When u cos 60 is u by 2, then what happened to velocity? The velocity became half. When velocity becomes half, now they are talking about kinetic energy. So if you know velocity, how do you find kinetic energy? The kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. When velocity becomes half, so kinetic energy becomes 1 by 4 times. So what is the answer should be? Again, simple, direct question. Again, it should be definitely be easy level. Yes, it is a easy level. You must score this kind of questions within less than 1 minute, I should say. So this is a question where that's what the questions are. Physics is, if a student, if he is preparing for advance, so easily 90, and if the person who is preparing for mains and with a little bit basics, you can score 70s and 80s in this paper. Now coming to again here, this is one correction that we need to make here. So they did not ask the question regarding lens. They said there is a concave mirror. So there is a concave mirror. This is an update here. So concave mirror having the focal length is given, and now what is the focal length of this mirror? This is what the question is actually asked in the paper. So it is later on corrected, and so they are asking now focal length of a mirror, and which mirror? Concave mirror. And we know the focal length, if it is if you are paraxial rays, if you are using, so directly what is the focal length is equal to f is equal to r by 2. So does it depend on medium? There is no factor of medium. So even you put in air, you put in liquids, doesn't matter, the focal length will remain constant. So the focal length, whatever f is there in air, it remains. The focal length in air and focal length in any liquid doesn't matter, it is same. So the answer should be f is equal to f only. So again, options, if they are there, you would have taken f itself. And next, this is the question that we are speaking earlier, where the X-rays based question, which is in the last, we have seen that it's a removed part, but still, so if you have done some preparation for boards, if you have prepared or anywhere, this could be done. And what is they're talking about frequency of X-rays, the frequency of X-rays and atomic number relation. So what is it is given by Moseley's, so Moseley's law based question it is, where the frequency is equal to a times of z minus b. A and b numbers will change based on from which level to which level the electrons are, that is it is jumping from. Okay, so here they are talking about the graph between frequency and z is a straight line, but what we don't have. So if you take, when do we get a straight line? The concept is very simple, which is found in books. So this is, if root f versus z, if it is taken, then how does the graph will look like? If this is y and this is x, it looks like y is equal to mx plus c. It is a straight line with a negative slope, the negative y-intercept. The slope is positive. This is what the graph is. So if you see here, the graph is straight line for frequency, that is root f versus z. But here what they said, they are saying f, but here what is there? Root f. So then it is not they are saying it is a straight line, so it is not correct. So statement 1 is false. The statement 1 is false. Let us take so statement 2. So now the graph, again they are talking about graph. So this is straight line, yes, root f versus the atomic number, this is straight line. So statement 2 is correct, statement 1 is incorrect. Again, both cannot be correct at all. So definitely, so what we can go with, option should be, so statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. So we should go with option B here. So again, we are seeing, again they said this is again this is not nuclei, it is comes under atoms topic. Okay, fine. Now again, definitely we should expect 2 questions from electrostatics. Again, yes, they asked 2 questions this time also. And next question we'll see on electrostatics, very basic, potential energy. So potential between charges, we'll see, it is going to come soon. And so here they are saying capacitor in steady state. So again, simple concept, no need to derive anything here. Capacitor if you take a t is equal to 0, if it is uncharged, what does it behave like? It behaves like short circuit. And when t is equal to long time, once it is getting charged, what does it behave like? It behaves like open circuit. Now they are saying steady state is after long time, it is going to act like a open circuit. So you can forget about this. If you forget about this, then what is remaining? So we have two resistors in series combination, and this is a battery here. Okay, this is a battery here, and battery and two resistors, and they are asking final charge. Again, this is a model question which is asked for last 3 years, 4 years continuously they are asking. If you see again previous years questions also, you will find very similar model and even very easy model question which is asked this year. So here, so let us forget for some time being this part, let us forget it. Now we want to find charge. So charge Q is equal to CV, we need potential difference. How do you get the potential difference? So this is connected across this resistor. What are the potential difference here is there? That potential difference we can take it here, that's it. So simple, first we can find the current here. What is current is equal to V by total resistance, that is 10 plus 15, 25, that is 5 by 25. The current is 1 by 5 amperes. So if we have current, then what is the potential difference across this V1? So V1, V is equal to IR, Ohm's law, I is equal to 1 by 5 and the current is 10, that is a resistance is 10. So we got 2 volts is there. So across the capacitor, the potential difference across steady state is 2. So Q is equal to CV, very simple question. I should say this is what 16 microcoulomb. So the charge stored, if it is integer question, then answer should be again, okay, they are putting under medium category. There are only 2 concepts which is involved, that is what is the behavior of capacitor finally and what is the current calculation. Very simple 2 concepts, application done. Okay, so that is a standard expected question. These all questions are expected except this, I should say. So then 24 if you are doing, then that's a very good score here. So we are done with the capacitor, and next we see again LCR circuit. Where do you see? Under AC chapter. Under AC chapter again we could have expected different questions, but again they stick to very basics here. Very basics. They gave inductance. We have inductor here, we have capacitor here, and there might be some resistor also there, but they are asking the angular frequency. Again you have to be very careful here. They asked, so angular frequency here when the current is maximum. So again, if we have, this is what a general LCR series circuit looks like, you might have seen many times, and they are talking about current. So what is I is equal to? So V by Z, and if you current to be maximum, if you want current to be maximum, so again this is a resonance condition, we should say Z is equal to minimum. So you know that if the graph between I versus omega, so we have the graph like this, and this is where when omega is equal to omega naught, we'll say. And so what is omega naught we are looking for? The basic formula is under root of LC. That's it. L given, C given. This is all. If you don't recollect also, just you can directly put the formula and values 100 into 10 power minus 3, and C value is 10 micro. Just put the powers clear, and here 0 zeros, 10, 3 zeros, 3 zeros. If we cancel, it becomes 10 power 6. Root of 10 power 6 is 10 power 3, and the units will be 10 power 3 radians per second. So what option we have? So again, so you have to be careful if you are looking for frequency, the things might have to be different. So if we have to go with angular frequency, which is 10 power 3. Okay, so let us see here. Next again gravitation. Again gravitation also one of the weightage chapter. Every year one question. So this year also it's like they are following the same trend. So gravitation, they are talking about time period for a satellite. So even Kepler also said the same thing. What is the Kepler? Kepler's law says, so T square is proportional to R cube. So T1 by T2 whole square is equal to R1 by R2 whole cube. So then we have one object is a moon and other object is a satellite. We want to find time period for satellite. So T satellite by T of moon whole square is equal to, and what is the thing they are saying? Okay, this is Earth and this is somewhere moon is there. And now they are saying that the satellite is at what distance? It is 9 times closer. Okay, if the distance of the moon, if this is this, and satellite is what? 9 times closer means 1 by 9 times the distance of the moon. If you take this, so again, just if you visualize then, so what is the distance of satellite? It is a distance of moon by 9 by distance of moon whole power 3 it is. That's it. So TS by time period for the moon, we know that is 27 days is equal to, if this is 1 by 9 whole power 3 by 2. So what we get here, the time period for satellite by 27. So again, write 3 square 1 by 3 cube. Okay, this also coming 27. 27 got cancelled. The time period for satellite only 1 day. Within 1 day, it is going to complete. Within 1 day, so time period for satellite will be, so 1 day it will be taken. Okay, so again, direct formula, Kepler's laws, or even satellite, there is only one relation here. And if you see semiconductors, again as usual, we expect one question here. So based on expectation, diodes we got, and here diode, and this is the battery. So plus minus is there. So if you see, so this is P and N type. This is P and N type. So just you have to identify what is forward bias and what is reverse bias. And here, and every shift they ask the question based on diode. If you see last 3 shifts and even including this. So when do we say forward bias? When this is P is connected to higher potential, lower potential, it is going to allow the current. So this is forward bias. And when in the reverse bias condition, this is when the N is connected to positive terminal. When P is connected to lower potential, this reverse bias, it is not going to allow the current. No current flow. Here no current flow. Here current flows. Again on that basis, direct question. So here, if you see, P is connected to higher potential. Here also P is connected to higher potential. So both are forward bias. This will allow current. This will allow current. And once they are allowing the current, so there is nothing much to discuss here. So we can, if it is ideal diodes, what you can do? Simply we can draw by replacing the like we can short circuit them. Diodes got short circuited. Resistor. Now they become parallel combination and finding the current here. So very simple. Now it's like you are in 10th class, so where you have to find the current. So here 20 and 20. So what is R equivalent is equal to 10 ohm, and this is 5 volts. What is I is equal to V by R equivalent. Again 10th class question. This is, so this is 1 by 2 ampere. So 0.5 ampere it is. Again, if it is integer question, you could have done. So again, very direct. Physics is a scoring. Okay, so we'll see. We'll wait for few more questions. And now maths. We can continue with the maths. So
how was the physics, sir?
So physics, again, you have seen. I think you must have answered. If you are
If I would have given this examination, even though I am teaching mathematics, I could have answered sufficient
at least 60%, 70% you could have solved. So again, that's how the scoring, the physics has become. So but again, so when there is a advantage of physics, so definitely you should do in less time.
Less time.
The time factor you should, that's what, if you want to be ahead.
So every time you can see that chemistry and physics is coming easy. So all it depends on maths, how you well you are doing. And again, maths are lengthy, so you have to save time some other place to do mathematics.
Yes, definitely.
Right.
So we have to be smart here, and we have to adjust our time.
Yes,
Chemistry, if you are doing 40 minutes, physics 45 minutes or 50 minutes, then rest 1 hour, 15 minutes or 20 minutes. If you give maths, then definitely you can score 250 plus.
250 plus. Yes,
yes, that's what always we aim for, and you also aim for that. We look forward. So
this time also math is lengthy as usual. Difficult, we will not say that much. Some questions are difficult, but lengthy questions are there.
Okay.
So we will take some time. So time is required.
Yes.
So we have to save time in chemistry, physics, and then give it to mathematics. That should be the ideal strategy for your exam.
So again, if a normal student who is following classes regularly, how much do you think they can score in maths?
In maths, as we have suggested the high weightage chapters,
yes,
if they are doing that completely,
okay,
and only those questions they are doing, then also they can score 50 to 60%.
Okay, so 50 to 60, definitely.
Yes.
99 percentile.
So I can say 10 to 15 question they should attempt, like
Okay.
40 to 60% they should do
Okay.
on this paper.
For this level paper, so 40 to
Huh.
60% they can do. Again, if they are definitely aiming for advanced, then they will be, I know.
More is
Yes.
required.
So, how was like paper? Is it formula based or is it
Yes,
conceptual?
it was like conceptual also, formula based also. Some questions were tricky. Okay, if you are getting ideas within 2 minutes also, you can do that question.
Okay.
In PNC and probability, that kind of question. And
Okay.
when it comes to coordinate and some other chapters, then calculation based problems are there. Easy,
Okay.
but calculation is lengthy.
So just you have to stick to the calculations.
Yes, calculus.
Yes.
So that is the thing.
Okay, sir.
So,
So will you continue
yes,
with the discussion?
maths we will discuss. Am I audible? Okay. So I am audible. Okay, fine. So we will discuss the mathematics and
Yes,
then,
sir. Please continue.
yes. Thank you. Okay. So maths as usual, it is a trend now that maths is coming lengthy paper, easy but lengthy paper. So many of the question regular classwork questions are there. If we are doing classwork regularly, if we are following the class, following the teachers, then it will be easier for you to solve. Okay. So if you will see the first question, PNC questions are little bit less calculated, but you have to put your brain in it. Okay. So first question is the if a square is divided in 4 cross 4 squares, two squares are chosen at random. Two squares are chosen at random. So you can see the diagrams. Diagram was also given. So there is one square. It is divided in 4 squares. Okay. Now then the probability then a square does not share common sides. Common side they should not share. So if you will see the condition that if we are selecting two squares like this, it should not be counted. It is not our event. Okay. So we will see that what is the sample space. How many squares you can see? You can clearly see it is 16 squares, right? So number of sample space selecting two squares, number of ways will be 16C2. Okay. If you will calculate it, it is 16 into 15 by 2, which is 120. Okay, 120 is total number of ways of selecting two squares. Now, we don't want two consecutive squares. So, if you will see, this is one way to get a consecutive square. Then another way to get two consecutive square will be like this. If you are selecting these two squares, then also it will not be counted. Okay. Then if you are selecting these two squares, first this one and then this one, then also it should not be counted. Okay. So how many squares you can see in this horizontal way? You can see three ways here. You should not count. Again three ways in this row, three way, this row, three way, this row. So total how many? 12 horizontally. 12 horizontally. 12 where you cannot select. Okay, because they will be having the consecutive means one common side. Okay. Similarly, if you will select vertically, then also in this vertical, this row, this column, it will be three squares, three pairs here, and three pairs here. So total how many? 12 vertically. So total pair will become 12 plus 12. Total pair which have common side is 12 plus 12, that is 24. Okay, that we don't need. So probability of this selection, probability of this event, you can say it will be 24 divided by 120, that is 1 by 5, right? In the question they have said that squares does not share common sides. Okay, means we don't need this. So probability of E bar we have to calculate. Probability of E bar, what is it? 1 minus of probability of E, which is 1 minus 1 by 5, that is 4 by 5. So that is our answer. Okay, that is our answer. So answer is D. Okay. So you can see here counting the number of squares we do in regular class. Okay. So that will be the way to solve it. Now the second question is area question. So previous question if you will see, if you are getting the trick, you can do it very easily. So it is kept in easy category. Okay. Now the second question, this is area. The chapter name is area. We always see integral application area based question. One question at least come in every paper. Okay. So now what they are saying is that there is one curve y. Okay. Y, first of all we will change this inequality in equality. So one y is equal to 0, another one is y is equal to a plus e to the power of mod x minus e to the power of minus mod x. Okay. This is our graph. We don't know how to draw this graph, right? So we can take it general graph. Just take it any general graph. Take it any general graph. This is your graph. Y is equal to a plus e to the power of mod x minus e to the power of minus mod x, right? If you will see this, if you will change, this is your y of x, right? If you will change it with y of minus mod x, then also the function will be same. The function will be same. So it is even function. This is even function, right? Now area under this graph and y equal to 0 and this graph means this area we have to calculate between what? Between what? X is equal to minus 1 to 1. Means we will draw two lines which is x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 1. Okay, because it is even. So even if we will calculate from one side and double it, we will get the total area, right? So we will simply write minus 1 to 1, the area will become equal to minus 1 to 1 and this integration y dx, and y value what we will put? We will put these two, difference of these two curves. So it should be equal to a is equal to minus 1 to 1 and then a plus e to the power of mod x minus e to the power of minus into dx, right? Simply we can convert this even function from 2 times 0 to 1, right? It is even function, so we will just write area is equal to 2 times of 0 to 1. Now we are taking only positive value, so mod also we can open, so it will be simply a plus e to the power x minus e to the power of minus x dx. Okay, this is the area. We will calculate this area and we will equate to this value. They have given the value of this area. So area is given, simply we will equate it here and we can find the value of it. So you can see the question was simple, only the calculation part was little bit lengthy. Okay, calculation wise it is lengthy, otherwise the questions are simple concept. The area will be equal to limit you have to put and y dx you have to do, right? So you can calculate from here, right? So this question we will say it is medium because of the length of the calculation. Okay. Now the third one, this kind of question also we do in classwork. So see, there are 5 boys. So let's say it is B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5. Okay, and 4 girls are there. So G1, G2, G3 and G4. Now they are saying the sum of the number of ways, to sit them together. So there is one situation where all the boys are sitting together and the number of ways such that no 2 boys sit together. There is 2 situations. First is all boys is sitting together and second one is that no boys sit together. Okay. So for the first condition, we will just apply the rule where we will keep all the boys together. So we will take this one as 1 unit. Okay. Now how many unit we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many ways we can arrange them? It will be factorial 5 ways. Now boys can arrange internally. Okay. B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. They will be arranging internally. So it will become 5 factorial into 5 factorial. This is your situation 1. This is the number of ways for situation 1. Now situation 2. We will apply that no 2 boys are sitting together. No 2 boys are sitting together. It means we have to put the boys in the gap. Okay. So if 4 girls are there, how many gaps will be created? It will be 5 gaps. So 5 gaps we have to arrange. So girl will be arranged in factorial 4 ways. And now we have 5 gaps and we will select 5 gaps out of 5 gaps. So only 1 way. And then we can arrange the boys in the gap. So this is the number of ways for second situation, so it will become factorial 5 into factorial 4. Now they are saying what is the number sum of these two situations. So your S will become equal to situation 1 plus situation 2. So it is factorial 5 plus into factorial 5 plus factorial 5 into factorial 4. You can calculate this now, right? So factorial 5 you can take common and you can write factorial 5, and factorial 4 also you can take common, right? So factorial 5 into factorial 4, 5 plus 1. Okay, so from here you can calculate. I think the answer is let's calculate it. So 120 into 24 into 6. So 12 into 144, 1728, and then 10 is there. So answer will be A. So this is also regular class problem. So we will keep it in easy section. Okay. Let's see the next question. Find the variance. So this question is very you can say tricky. Okay, because we know that what is the formula for variance. If we will say the variance will become equal to sigma s square, that will become equal to sigma of xi whole square divided by n minus of sigma xi by n whole square. Okay, this is the formula. If you will go after the formula, you will be finding it very difficult and very lengthy. Okay, so we will not apply the formula. Okay, so we will be applying the concept. What concept we will apply? So you can observe these numbers 8, 21, 34 up to 320. This will be forming an AP because their common difference is 13. Their common difference is 13. So up to 320 we have to go. Okay. So now we know the concept. If xi is your variate, okay, then suppose sigma x is your variant. Okay, this is your variance. Okay, now if we will calculate that xi plus lambda, then what will be the variance? Variance will not change, the variance will be same. But when we will multiply some quantity in variate, then this will become equal to mu s square sigma xi whole square, right? So now these are in AP, so you can convert them in this form. Okay, what form you can convert? You can convert them mu xi plus lambda form. Okay, so again, if you will apply this concept, so how you will convert this number into this? Like this is 8, 21, 34 up to 320. So if you will write this number general term, it is nothing but 13n minus of 5. Now you start putting the value of n from 1, 1, 2, 3. You will get this series. Okay, 13 into 1 minus 5, 13 minus 5 8, 26 minus 5 21, 39 minus 5 34. So it is this kind of number. So variance, if you will calculate, and what is the n? N is 1, 2, 3. So right. So if 1, 2, 3 up to some number n is there, what will be the variance? Variance of first natural number formula we directly see in the class, that it is NCERT formula, and we see in the class and we solve the questions as well. We derive it also. It is directly n square minus 1 by 12, minus 1 by 12, right? So this is your variance. Now 13 is multiplied in n, right? That is your natural number n. So it is then if n का variance कितना आ रहा है? It is sigma x whole square. Then 13n minus 5. 13n minus 5 is your variate. Then it will become 13a square sigma x whole square. That will become the variance of your variate, right? And just now we have seen that sigma x square will be what? It will be equal to n square minus 1 by 12. Now n value we have to calculate. For that, what we have to do? We have to calculate the n, number of terms in this AP, right? Number of terms in this AP. So what is it? A value is 8, D value is 13. So directly we can apply that last number 320 is equal to 8 plus n minus 1 into D, right? Into D. So from here you can calculate that 312 is equal to n minus 1 into 13. Divide it, n minus 1 will become equal to 312 divided by 13. So this calculation is 2 times, then 4 times, 2, 4, plus 1, that will be equal to n. So n is equal to 25. You place it here and you will get the answer. So the answer should be 169 into 625 minus 1 by 12. Okay, you can calculate easily from here, right? You can simplify and you can get the answer, right? So this is property based question. If you know this property, if you will apply this property, it will become very easy. But if you will go by the formula, it will be very lengthy and very difficult. Okay, so I hope you have applied this concept. So I will keep this in easy to medium level. Okay, easy to medium level. Okay, now this question again from coordinate geometry. Okay, coordinate geometry ellipse question. We have given the selected topic in which coordinate geometry may we have given the one question will come. Okay, so this is the question from coordinate geometry. You can see that we have one ellipse is there. Okay, and then we have to find the length of a chord whose midpoint is actually this is vertical ellipse, because you can see that a square is less than b square, right? So this is a vertical ellipse. Now in this ellipse we have one chord whose midpoint is given. One chord is there whose midpoint is given as 1 comma 1 by 2. Okay, now we have to find the length of this chord. Length of this chord means AB we have to calculate. Right? So if we know the midpoint, then we can write the equation of this chord. And once we know the equation of chord, then the length of chord is nothing but x2 minus x1 mod under root of 1 plus of m square. And what is x2 and x1? These are the points. Okay, suppose this one is your x2 y2 and this one is your x1 y1, then this will become the formula for your length of chord. So let's find the equation of that chord. What will be the equation of chord whose midpoint is given? Then the equation will become equal to t is equal to s11. Okay, s11. We have to just place this point here. So x into x, t value is x into x1, x square we will replace with x into x1 divided by 2 plus y square we will replace with y into y1. So y into 1 by 2 divided by 4 is equal to 1. Okay, so from here if you will minus 1 is equal to s1. S1 is what? When you will put this point directly in the curve, right? So it will be directly 1 by 2 plus of 1 by 4 divided by 4 minus of 1. Minus 1 cancel, right? Then this value will become x by 2 plus y by 8 is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 16, that is your 9 by 16. 9 by 16. Now you can multiply it with 16. So it will become 8x plus of 2y is equal to 9. What is the slope here? Slope of this line will become equal to minus a by b, that is minus 4. Minus 8 by 2, that is minus 4. Now we have to calculate this x2 minus x1. For that what we can do? We can place this y value from this line. This is nothing but point of intersection. So we can solve this line with this ellipse. With this ellipse we will solve and we will get the difference of root. What are the roots? X2 and x1 are the root of this equation. So we will directly apply the difference of the root. So place this value here. So y value, what is the y value from here? You can see it is 9 minus of 8x divided by 2, or you can say 9 by 2 minus of 4x. Okay, now place this value here, y value here you can place. So it will become x square by 2 plus of 9 minus 2 9 by 2 minus of 4x whole square divided by 4 is equal to 1. Okay, so now we will take this equation on next page. So it is x square by 2 plus of 81 by 4 plus x square minus of 2ab. 2ab, what can we say? 36x minus of 36x. divided by 4 is equal to 1. Okay. Now simplify this. So it will become x square by 2 plus of this value, or you multiply 4. Directly you multiply 4. So it will become 2x square plus of 81 by 4 plus of x square minus of 36x is equal to 4. Right. Now 3x square plus of or you can say minus of 36x plus of 81 by 4 minus of 4 is equal to 0. So 3x square plus of 36x, and this value 16, 85, 81 minus 16, that will be 65. 65 by 4 is equal to 0. Now difference of root x1, x2 minus x1 we have to calculate. That is nothing but, let's say that value will become equal to x2 minus plus of x1 whole square minus of 4 x1 x2 under root, right? X2 plus x1, sum of the roots we can place it here. So it will become 36 by 3 minus of 36, so it will become 12 square minus of product of root will become, product of root from here you can see it is 65 4 into 65 by 4 divided by 3 under root. So x2 minus x1 value also we got, and then we also got the value for m. We can place it there and we can get the answer. So again it is very lengthy problem. Okay, it is lengthy problem. You have to do a lot of calculation to get the answer. So we can keep it in medium level. Directly one formula you have to apply. You have to apply here, and then lots of calculation, right? So this is the question. Again, this is the general question of trigonometric function. Okay, f of x is given, and then they are saying that range of this function is from alpha to beta. Then alpha beta they have considered as a coordinate geometry में coordinate system में एक point है. Okay, x1 x2 and y1, its distance from this line. Okay, so again they have mixed two chapters. Okay, first trigonometric functions range you have to find, and then this is your coordinate geometry where you have to find the distance of a point from a line. Okay, so first we will see the range. What is the range of this function? So f of x is equal to 6 plus 16 cos pi by 3 minus x into cos pi by 3 plus x into cos x sin 3x into cos 6x. Okay, cos 6x. So first of all we will start simplifying with this one. We know we have one formula, that cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b, that value is equal to cos square a minus of sin square b. Okay, we have this formula, right? So we can directly place it here. So it will become 6 plus of 16 cos square pi by 3 minus sin square of x. Other part we will write as it is cos x into sin 3x into cos 6x, right? Now cos pi by 3 value we know, right? We already know this value, so we can just place that value here. So it will become 1 by 4 minus of sin square x into cos x sin 3x and cos 6x. Again we can simplify this, so it will become 6 plus 16 by 4, and here it will come 1 minus 4 sin square x into cos x into sin 3x into cos 6x. Okay, now sin square x we can convert into cos square x because we have this cos x here, right? So we can convert this sin square x in terms of cos square x. So let's take it on another page. So it will become equal to 6 plus 4, and then we have to convert here sin square x into in the form of cos square x. So it will become 1 minus 4 into 1 minus cos square x, and again whatever the remaining part is there, which is cos x, into sin 3x into cos 6x. Okay. Now from here, this will become 6 plus 4 cos x, you can multiply here. Okay. So it is 1 minus 4 plus of 4 cos square x into cos x into sin 3x into cos 6x. Okay. Now again we can simplify it. Plus 4, 1 minus of 4, that is minus 3. So 4 cos square x minus of 3 cos x sin 3x cos 6x, right? Cos 6x. Cos x we can take inside. So that will become 6 plus of 4, 4 cos qx minus of 3 cos x sin of 3x and then cos of 6x. This is formula again. 4 cos qx minus of 3 cos x. Again that is formula for cos 3x. So it will become cos of 3x. Sin of 3x is available and then again cos of 6x. 6 plus of 4 cos x into sin x. If we will consider it with 2 into 2 cos 3x sin 3x and then cos 6x. This will become what? 2 cos a sin a, that will become sin 2a. So 6 plus of 2 sin 2a. 2a means 2 into 3x. So that is 6x. And again we are taking that cos of 6x. Again 2 sin a into cos a. Again it will become double of that. So it will become 6 plus of sin of 12x. Now this is your fx. After simplification, this is your fx, this is your fx, right? So now for this fx, what is the range? What is the range? So for range, sin square maximum value and minimum value. So for f minimum, we will place the sin x minimum value. So that will be obviously how much it is? Minus of 1, right? Minus of 1. So that is your 5. And then f of x ka maximum value we have to calculate. That will be equal to 6 and maximum value of sin x, which is 1. So that is your 7, right? Now maximum and minimum value we have got. So here the alpha value we have got and beta value we have got. We have minimum value 5, maximum value 7. So this is your point 5, 7. Now this 5, 7, we have to find the distance from this line. Okay, 5, 7 distance from this line. So we will again apply one formula, right? 5, 7 is the point and we have one line 3x plus 4y, 3x plus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0, plus 12 is equal to 0. This is our line, this is our point. We know the formula distance ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by under root of a square plus b square. This is the distance formula. We can calculate from here. It is 15 plus 28 plus 12, 40 plus 15, 55 by 5. So it is 11. 11 is our answer. Okay. So that is the question from mathematics. Okay. We have more questions to discuss. As the questions will come, we will discuss it again. So now it's over to you, chemistry sir. So
Am I audible? So, sir, how was it? How was the paper, sir?
as you have seen that the question was very lengthy, like
Yeah, I
few
could
questions.
see. Yeah.
But they were of means see this question, like if I say we have to find the range of trigonometric function.
Yeah.
If they have given in this way directly, if they have given this function, we could have directly solved it like, okay, minimum value 5, maximum value 7. But this is the extra work. To reach there, we have to this much of extra work to simplify this.
So, sir, that's why I think that in physics and chemistry they are saving the time that they can give it to mathematics. I see.
That will be the better strategy they should follow. Okay?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
I say.
for sure.
Everyone is saying physics is easy, chemistry is easy. So save time there.
Correct,
okay?
correct, correct.
And give it to mathematics for calculation.
That's correct. Okay, sir. Thank you. just a minute, क्या है भाई, IOC. Okay, so everyone, बच्चों, how was it? I think many of you have seen these papers and these questions, and I think that you would be feeling very much encouraged कि हाँ भाई मुझे भी देना है जिनके अभी नहीं हुए हैं, right? And those who have given the examination, I hope you have done very well. I expect, and I am very much, really very much, I am expecting that your marks will be very good, because papers and these questions are really very much encouraging. As physics sir ने भी बताया that this is really the question is not difficult, they are somewhere between moderate to easy, right? And in chemistry also we are going to see the same thing, right? जैसे कि अब यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन हो गया, the correct order of melting point of 14th group element. भाई what you have done with chemistry NCERT, just it is the time. NCERT completely directly from NCERT we have already studied about it, that what are the exceptions. यहाँ पर what is the exception? Everyone we know that carbon के लिए जब भी whenever we talk about melting point, carbon is going to be maximum, after that silicon, after that रे भाई सीधा बस नीचे जाते जाओ, it is more than germanium is more than, everyone we know that यहाँ पे हम SN और फिर PB कर सकते थे, but there it is exception कहाँ पे है, और PB और SN में. So here what happens, PB becomes more than SN. What is this? This is the exceptional point. Exception कहाँ पे है? यहाँ पर है. So just this is the point जहाँ पर आपको याद रखना है, और यहाँ से हो जाते हैं आपके क्वेश्चन के आंसर सही. भाई क्या है देख लो कौन सा सही है. What we can see here, we have this option A, correct, right? चलिए आगे बढ़ेंगे. Match the following list 1 with list 2. See, अब ये क्वेश्चन हो गया that this is really controversial, right? But still you can make it. Anyways, you have to give JEE advance, right? And after seeing this JEE Mains examination, I am very much pretty sure that you are going to do that. You are really going to crack it easily. चलिए आइए जरा देखते हैं. चलो ठीक है, भले ही तुम लोगों ने नहीं किया है, पर क्या थोड़ी बहुत बातें क्लास 9th and 10th we have not studied about that. In class 10th, I think that these tricks everyone gives, every teacher gives, right? About difference between brass and bronze. Everyone, what is that difference? जहां पे S है, where there is S, वहां पे क्या होगा Z. जहां पे Z है वहां पे क्या होगा S फॉर SN, एंड जहां पे S है वहां पर क्या होगा जिंक. किसके साथ? कॉपर के साथ. ये दोनों किसके अलॉय हैं? कॉपर के. तो कॉपर प्लस जिंक फॉर ब्रास, कॉपर प्लस SN फॉर ब्रॉन्ज. हो गया भाई. अपने बस दो अगर अब तुमने मैच कर लिया तो बाकी तो अपने आप हो जाने हैं. आइए जरा चेक करते हैं. ब्रॉन्ज वेयर भाई, कॉपर एंड SN. सो इट इज गोइंग टू बी A. कॉपर जिंक, चलिए बताइए. ब्रास, इट इज गोइंग टू बी D. चलिए, नाउ देयर इज सिल्वर यूके कॉइन. मुझे तो नहीं पता है कि सिल्वर यूके कॉइन में क्या होता है, बट ओके, हियर इट इज स्टेनलेस स्टील. स्टेनलेस स्टील तो एवरीवन यू नो दैट. स्टील किसका बना होता है भाई? आयरन का बना होता है. आयरन के साथ क्या होता है? कार्बन होता है. चलो देख लेते हैं, क्या ऐसा कोई चीज है आयरन के साथ कार्बन तो नहीं है, बट आयरन के साथ क्रोमियम और निकल है. चलो ठीक है, मींस व्हाट वी कैन से कि दिस इज गोइंग टू बी स्टेनलेस स्टील FeCrNi. चलो अब देखो कि सिल्वर यूके कॉइन, ऑफ कोर्स देयर विल बी यूके. चेक करिए जरा यहाँ पर और कौन सा, एक मिनट, जस्ट अ मिनट. व्हाट वी हैव हियर, अच्छा ओके, सो रेस्ट दिस कॉपर निकल विल बी फॉर 4. You can see that what we have here, A is for 2, A2. See here, done. A2, just you can see options and you can match it, right? A2, B1, you can just see that here we have B1, and here we have C4, here we have C4 and D2. Of course, just option. यहाँ पर तो तुम लोग क्या कर सकते हो, एलिमिनेशन मेथड, यूज इट. आगे बढ़ो, चेक करो. जस्ट कितने सेकंड, 20 सेकंड से क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं. 20 सेकंड से क्वेश्चन है भाई. आगे देखो. फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर शेल मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ ऑर्बिटल्स इज n स्क्वायर. भाई साहब टफ क्वेश्चन, हाउ विल यू डू इट? आई होप एवरीवन यू कैन डू, से दैट yes फॉर श्योर. एवरीवन you know it. When n equals to 1 means कौन सा शेल? पहला शेल. पहले शेल में कितने ऑर्बिटल्स भाई? 1s. हाउ मेनी ऑर्बिटल्स? 1. सेकेंड शेल में n equals to 2 में क्या होता है? 2s and 2p. अब p सब शेल में कितने सारे ऑर्बिटल? अरे 3 भाई. 1 plus 3 means how many? 4. Yes or no? So what is the relation of 4 and 2? It is 2 square equals to 4. 1 square equals to 1. Anyways, if you do not know it, you can make it, right? So here we have this one, correct. For D subshell, number of orientation lies from minus L to plus L including 0. What is orientation? I hope everyone you know that. What is this? M. What is this? M. अरे M की वैल्यू तो everyone you know that from where? Minus L to plus L. 0 to plus L. चलो बताओ, क्या यही तो ये नहीं लिखा हुआ है? Yes, it is written here, including 0 for sure. Why we know that? It is what? It is telling you number of orbitals. It is telling you number of orbitals. अब बताओ, डी सबशेल में कितने सारे ऑर्बिटल्स होते हैं भाई? डी के लिए एल की वैल्यू कितनी होती है? -2. सो देयरफॉर एम विल बी -2 -1 0 +1 +2. So how many are there? 5. So I hope everyone you can see it and you can understand it very well. So option कौन सा सही होगा? अरे देख लो भाई, स्टेटमेंट 1 भी सही और स्टेटमेंट 2 भी, which is correct. स्टेटमेंट 1 as well as स्टेटमेंट 2 चेक करो, which is correct. Both are incorrect. No, both are correct. Yes. So option B. हलवा हलवा. अभी और देखिए भाई. So it is, these question are हलवा questions, है कि नहीं? आइए आगे बढ़ेंगे और देखेंगे भाई. Just a minute. See. Just wait, just थोड़ा सा वेट कीजिए. It's all coming. It's in line. चलिए आगे. Okay. Now we are going to see the questions of physical chemistry. Physical chemistry. See, by now we have only found out these inorganic chemistry questions. I hope there would be some more. जहाँ तक मुझे याद आ पा रहा है, by the time I have seen last, there was one of the question, which of the following from D, and I think it is from coordination chemistry. I hope you all have remembered coordination chemistry का एक question है. Those who have given today's test. D4 configuration. It was asking for which of the following has D4 configuration, and there were few of the options were there. I hope you remember that K4, Fe, Cn6, something like that. There was something like Mn, Cl6, Mn, Cl6, and what was that? I think it was 3 minus. It was something like that, and there were few more were there. So I hope यहाँ पे तुम्हें करना पता है. Iron is what? Iron 26. So it stands for, you just tell me, 4s2 3d6. Everyone, what is the oxidation state of iron here? Everyone, potassium is how many? 4. How many positive? 4 positive. So how much of the negative should be there? -4. अरे -4 का मतलब समझ रहे हो? Cn के ऊपर 1 cyanide has how much of the charge? -1. तो 6 will have -6. So -6 with what will be giving -4? Of course iron should have +2. तो अगर यहाँ से 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन उड़ाओगे तो कहाँ से उड़ाओगे भाई? The outermost shell is this 4s2 outer. So here it is D6. Of course it is not the correct answer. MnCl6 3 minus. चलिए भाई जरा सोचिए. Mn is what? Mn manganese. Cl is how much? 6 Cl पे कितने माइनस भाई? 1 Cl has minus. Chloride has -1 charge. So this is how many? Minus of 6. अच्छा -6 अगर ये है तो इस पर कितना होना चाहिए भाई? +3. अरे +3 है भाई. Mn. Just think about it. Mn क्या है? 4s2 Mn 27. 4s2 3d7. चलिए बताइए भाई इलेक्ट्रॉन कहां से उड़ाने हैं भाई? एवरीवन टेल मी. हियर इट विल बी, यहां से 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन, यहां से. इट विल ऑल्सो गेट d6. Similarly, there were few of the other options were there. I hope you just remember that. One of them will be giving you d4. तुम्हें पता है कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन कैसे फाइंड आउट करना है. One of them you can just go and get the answer. It is very easy type of questions are there. चलिए आइए, तो अब कुछ questions की हम बातें करेंगे. Though it was the last question from inorganic that I remember, right? चलिए, तो pH of water at 25 degree Celsius is 7. सबको पता है. क्यों भाई? Everyone we know that or not? H2O is a weak electrolyte or strong electrolyte? Weak electrolyte. So it will giving you H plus and OH minus. And everyone you know that at 27 degree Celsius, what is the let's say that you have taken 1 liter. So it will be given 10 to the minus 7 and it will be given 10 to the minus 7. 10 to the minus 7 moles per liter. In 1 liter, how much is there? 10 to the minus 7 mole per liter. So what is the H ion concentration? It comes out to be 10 to the power minus 7 molar. अगर 10 to the power minus 7 molar है तो बताओ भाई pH की वैल्यू, नेगेटिव लॉग ऑफ H ion concentration. अरे ये तो गली का बच्चा जानता है भाई. 10 to the power minus 7 नेगेटिव ऑफ minus 7 equals to 7. Everyone, pH कितना हो गया? 7. तो pH 7 होता है 25 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे. एवरीवन यू नो दैट. बट एवरीवन वी आल्सो नो दैट कि जैसे ही टेम्परेचर बढ़ता है तो डिसोसिएशन भी बढ़ता है. द डिसोसिएशन आल्सो इंक्रीजेस. व्हाई सो? अच्छा ऐसा क्यों सर? ऐसा इसलिए क्योंकि जो भी टूटता है वो एंडोथर्मिक होता है, एक्सोथर्मिक होता है. कुछ भी तोड़ते हो तो एनर्जी देते हो, तो यहाँ पे एनर्जी दोगे. अगर एनर्जी दोगे तो बताओ क्या होगा? H2O. H2O is breaking into H plus and OH minus. तो ब्रेकिंग विल बी मोर, डिसोसिएशन विल बी मोर। अच्छा, डिसोसिएशन बढ़ रहा है मतलब कि जितने एच और ओ एच पहले थे उससे ज्यादा हो जाएंगे। कितने हो जाएंगे कंसिडर करो, मान लो 10⁻⁶ हो जाए, 10⁻�6 हो जाएगा। तो ये बताओ अगर ये 10⁻�6 हो गया तो पीएच फिर से लगा दो नेगेटिव लॉग ऑफ 10⁻�6, कितना आ गया 6। 6 विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू 7 इज लेस और मोर, लेस। एवरीवन क्या हो जाएगा, पीएच डिक्रीजेस और इंक्रीजेस, एवरीवन पीएच ऑफ वाटर डिक्रीजेस, आंसर बी। ठीक है, अब यहां से हमने एक बात की थी पीएच स्केल के लेंथ की। पीएच स्केल का लेंथ कितना होता है, पीएच स्केल का लेंथ कितना होता है भाई, पीकेडब्ल्यू, पीकेडब्ल्यू 0 टू पीकेडब्ल्यू, 0 टू पीकेडब्ल्यू। यहां पे बताओ केडब्ल्यू की वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी, 10⁻⁷ इंटू 10⁻⁷। वाई सो, बिकॉज केडब्ल्यू इक्वल्स टू एच आयन कंसंट्रेशन मल्टीप्लाइड बाई OH आयन कंसंट्रेशन। ये कितना हो जाता है 10⁻⁴। इसीलिए हमें पता है कि पीएच अपना एट 25 डिग्री सेल्सियस इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम 0 बट एंड एट 14। पर क्या हमें पता है कि जैसे टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज होगा, डिक्रीज हो जाएगा तो ये लेंथ क्या हो जाएगी, बढ़ जाएगी, इंक्रीज होगा तो ये लेंथ क्या हो जाएगी, घट जाएगी। रिमेंबर, वही से ये कॉन्सेप्ट है। चलिए आगे बढ़ेंगे। विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग प्लॉट्स रिप्रेजेंट जीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शन। जीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शन के बारे में चलिए भाई बातें करते हैं। जीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शन के लिए हमने क्या क्या बातें जानी है, रेट, कंसंट्रेशन। व्हाट इज द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन रेट एंड कंसंट्रेशन, आर इक्वल्स टू, चलो कंसिडर करो ए इज गिविंग समथिंग बी और ये जीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शन है। दो एवरीवन यू नो दैट जीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शन कैन नेवर बी अ वन स्टेप रिएक्शन, इट हैज टू बी अ कॉम्प्लेक्स रिएक्शन। अगर कॉम्प्लेक्स होगा तो कितने स्टेप होंगे, देयर विल बी मल्टीपल स्टेप्स। पर दुनिया जाए हमें वी डू नॉट हैव टू थिंक अबाउट इट, सो वी नो दैट हियर इट विल बी a to the power 0. so what we can say, r equals to k, it is constant, yes or no? so it is, rate should be constant. यहां पर क्या हो रहा है भाई, rate with concentration it is showing downwards. ये तो गलत है, ये गलत है, no not possible. Rate and concentration like this, ये possible है क्या, no never, not at all. Rate decreasing with, अरे नहीं भाई, अभी तो हमने बात की rate should be constant, r whatever it is, r with respect to time, और concentration it should be always straight line parallel to x axis. तो ये भी क्या हो गया, गलत हो गया। क्या ये बात सही लग रही है, अरे बिल्कुल सही लग रही है भाई, rate concentration will be this graph only, yes or no? चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं। By using relation this, ये कौन सा रिलेशन है, किसी को याद आ रहा है, हाँ अरे वही गिब्स हेल्महोल्ट्ज, जी से गिब्स, एच से हेल्महोल्ट्ज, इसी को क्या कहते हैं, गिब्स हेल्महोल्ट्ज इक्वेशन। चलो बताओ भाई, गिब्स हेल्महोल्ट्ज इक्वेशन, डेल्टा J इक्वल्स टू डेल्टा H माइनस T डेल्टा S। Which of the following is incorrect for spontaneous reaction at a given temperature? At a given temperature, जरा सोचो, स्पॉन्टेनिटी के लिए अपना क्या था कंडीशन, सर याद आ गया, डेल्टा G शुड बी नेगेटिव। अब ये याद करो, अगर डेल्टा G अगर पॉजिटिव था तो क्या हो जा रहा था, नॉन स्पॉन्टेनियस। ये क्या हो जा रहा था, स्पॉन्टेनियस। एंड 0 फॉर इक्विलिब्रियम, सबको याद होगा भाई। तो हमें यहां पर क्या पूछ रखा है, स्पॉन्टेनिटी। स्पॉन्टेनिटी के लिए क्या चाहिए, डेल्टा G शुड बी 0। अब तो ये दुनिया का बच्चा जानता है, ये सारे वैल्यूज रख के वहां पे डेल्टा G कैसे नेगेटिव लाया जाता है, बताओ भाई। डेल्टा H, इफ डेल्टा H is negative and delta S is positive, then it will always be, remember, always spontaneous. What is that, delta H should be positive, sorry, delta H should be negative, delta S should be positive, never spontaneous. उल्टा कर दो, just do it opposite, delta H positive, delta S negative. अच्छा, spontaneous at high temperature, spontaneous। अब देखो, अभी इसमें इस आपके सेक्शन में आपका ये क्वेश्चन आ गया। ये क्वेश्चन ऐसा भी तो आ सकता है दैट व्हेन द स्पॉन्टेनिटी विल बी एट हायर टेम्परेचर। तो स्पॉन्टेनियस एट हाई टेम्परेचर कब हो जाएगा, व्हेन बोथ ऑफ देम आर पॉजिटिव, डेल्टा एच भी पॉजिटिव और डेल्टा एस भी पॉजिटिव। एंड स्पॉन्टेनियस एट लो टेम्परेचर, लो टेम्परेचर ये कब होता है, व्हेन डेल्टा एच इज नेगेटिव एज वेल एज डेल्टा एस इज नेगेटिव। याद रखना भाई, ये चार कंडीशन ही है, दो कभी नहीं होगा व्हेन डेल्टा एच इज पॉजिटिव एंड डेल्टा एच इज पॉजिटिव एंड डेल्टा एस इज नेगेटिव। हमेशा होगा ऑलवेज व्हेन डेल्टा एच इज नेगेटिव, डेल्टा एस इज पॉजिटिव। एट हाई टेम्परेचर व्हेन बोथ ऑफ देम आर पॉजिटिव, एट लो टेम्परेचर व्हेन बोथ ऑफ देम आर नेगेटिव। तो चलिए देख लीजिए भाई, आंसर यहाँ पे कौन सा सही दिख रहा है, आंसर है ऑप्शन सी। आइए भाई आगे बढ़ेंगे। 81 ग्राम of aluminium reacts with 128 grams of oxygen. Calculate the amount of Al2O3 is produced. चलिए बताइए कैसा क्वेश्चन है, हलवा। चलिए बताइए, हलवा है तो खा लीजिए भाई। Everyone, what is the reaction? Aluminium reacting with oxygen giving Al2O3. कितना है aluminium? हाँ 2 मोल्स। कितना ऑक्सीजन? अच्छा 3 एटम है और यहाँ पे क्या है? मॉलिक्यूल है। कितने हैं? 3/2। अगर मैंने 1.5 से 2 का मल्टीप्लाई किया तो कितना आया? 1.5 दूना 3, अरे 1.5 2 जा 3। चलिए अब बता दीजिए यहाँ पर हमें क्या देखना होता है? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल फाइंड आउट नंबर ऑफ मोल्स इन द गिवन डेटा। अच्छा ये बताओ, जब आपके पास डेटा में अगर केवल एक मोल्स, किसी एक सब्सटेंस का मोल्स दिया हो तो क्या लगाते हो? डायरेक्टली तुम्हें पता है कि वहां पर कुछ नहीं करना, स्टोइकोमेट्रिक कैलकुलेशंस। लेकिन अगर तुम्हें दो दो चीजों का डेटा दिया जाए तो आंख बंद करके क्या करना है भाई? लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट कॉन्सेप्ट। आपको देखो एल्यूमिनियम के लिए भी दे दिया, ऑक्सीजन के लिए भी दे दिया, क्या लगेगा? एलआर कॉन्सेप्ट। एलआर कॉन्सेप्ट लगा दो भाई। एलआर कॉन्सेप्ट 81 ग्राम्स, 81 डिवाइडेड बाय 27, हाउ मच इट इज? 3 मोल्स। एल्यूमिनियम इज हाउ मच? 3 मोल्स। नंबर ऑफ मोल्स इज हाउ मच? 3। ऑक्सीजन की बात करो, ऑक्सीजन की बात करो भाई, 128 ग्राम। एक ऑक्सीजन का मास कितना होता है? 32 ग्राम्स। तो 128 बाई 32 विल बी हाउ मच? अरे बताओ भाई। हाँ हाँ भाई, अरे बिल्कुल सही भाई, 4। हाउ मच इट इज? 4। 32 टू 64। हाँ सही है, सही है, सही है। चलो अब ये तो आ गया नंबर ऑफ मोल्स। चलो अब अगर नंबर ऑफ मोल्स आ गया तो कैसे फाइंड आउट करते थे कि कौन होगा लिमिटिंग? इसके लिए हम क्या करते थे? स्टाइकोमेट्री से डिवीजन, n बाई स्टाइकोमेट्रिक कोफिशिएंट, तो 3/2। हियर इट इज 3/2 बाई बेसिकली सॉरी 4/3/2। चलिए देख लीजिए क्या आ गया? 1.5। कितना आ गया भाई? 1.5। ये कितना हो गया? इट इज 8। 8/3 इज हाउ मच? 3 2 6, 2.66। कौन ज्यादा? 1.5 या 2.66? मींस ये क्या हो रहा है अपना? ये अपना है मेजर, ये क्या है? माइनर। मतलब अपना लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है? इट इज लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट इज दिस। तो ये अपना क्या हो गया? एक्सेस रिएजेंट। व्हाट इज दिस? इट इज एक्सेस। अब ये बताओ, याद है वो वाला एग्जाम्पल? अरे एग्जाम्पल क्या, वो तो सबको पता, मेरे क्लास वाले ही थोड़ी ना आप बैठे हुए। एवरीवन यू रिमेंबर इट कि वट एवर इज द फाइनल प्रोडक्ट किस पे डिपेंड करता है? डिपेंड्स ऑन वट एवर इज द लिमिटिंग, वट एवर इज द लिमिटिंग। चलिए देख लीजिए, तो कौन लिमिटिंग है? ये प्रोडक्ट क्या है? ये। तो एल्यूमिनियम हमने कितने लिए हैं? 3 मोल्स। एवरीवन यू नो दैट स्टोइकोमेट्रिक का बेसिक्स कहता है इफ 2 मोल्स इज गिविंग यू 1 मोल ऑफ L2O3, सो 3 मोल्स विल बी गिविंग यू, अरे यस भाई, 1.5। कितने मोल्स? 1.5 मोल्स। एवरीवन इज इट ओके? बिल्कुल एकदम हलवा क्वेश्चन था कि नहीं था? चलो अब आगे देखो और देखते हैं। Now here we have given this, which has the most negative value of delta G. Most negative value of delta G. ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? ये तो तभी हो सकता है, मतलब ये जानना चाहता है most spontaneous का मतलब क्या हो गया? डेल्टा जी की वैल्यू जितनी भी बड़ी हो जाए। अरे ऐसा कैसे होता था? What was that relation? मुझे तो डेल्टा जी इक्वल्स टू माइनस ऑफ nRT ln के इक्विलिब्रियम। ओके के इक्विलिब्रियम कैसे फाइंड आउट करते थे? मुझे तो याद नहीं आ रहा। चलो ठीक है, यहां पर हमें सिंपल एक बात याद रखना है। तुम्हें सिंपल एक बात पता है कि जितना ज्यादा डिफरेंस बिटवीन दिस E0 और SRP वैल्यू, ये सारी वैल्यूज क्या है? SRP है, रिडक्शन है कि नहीं है? यस, एक्सेप्टिंग ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन विल बी रिडक्शन, यानी कि सारी वैल्यूज क्या दी हुई हैं? SRP। और एवरीवन यू नो दैट कि ई सेल की वैल्यू आप कैसे फाइंड आउट करोगे? ई सेल की वैल्यू आप कैसे फाइंड आउट करोगे? अरे यस भाई, ई नॉट सेल आप कैसे फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो? ई नॉट ऑफ कैथोड और एसआरपी ऑफ कैथोड माइनस एसआरपी ऑफ एनोड, एसआरपी ऑफ कैथोड माइनस एसआरपी ऑफ एनोड। चलो देख लो भाई, कैथोड कौन होगा? कैथोड वो होगा जहां पे रिडक्शन हो रहा है। और रिडक्शन कब होता है? व्हेन समथिंग इज इन द, अगर आपके किसी, अच्छा थोड़ी बहुत बातें, इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सीरीज सबको याद है। इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सीरीज में व्हेन वी गो अप टू डाउन, ई नॉट की वैल्यू इंक्रीजेस, मतलब निगेटिव टू कहां पे जाती है? पॉजिटिव जाती है, निगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव जाती है। तो जितनी ज्यादा पॉजिटिव, टेंडेंसी टू गेट रिड्यूस्ड विल बी मोर, जितनी ज्यादा नेगेटिव, टेंडेंसी टू गेट ऑक्सीडाइज्ड विल बी मोर। तो विच इज इजीली ऑक्सीडाइजेबल? तो भाई देख लो, जो सबसे ज्यादा नेगेटिव हो ये, विच इज इजीली रिड्यूसेबल, जो सबसे ज्यादा पॉजिटिव हो ये। भाई मेरे आंसर तो आ चुका है, तो वहीं पर ई नॉट की वैल्यू भाई देख लो, ई नॉट की वैल्यू जहां पर, तो यानी हमारा एनोड क्या होना चाहिए? एनोड शुड बी मेड अप ऑफ मैग्नीशियम। कैथोड क्या होना चाहिए? कैथोड शुड बी मेड अप ऑफ सिल्वर। चेक कर लो भाई, एवरीवन चेक कर लीजिए, एनोड लेफ्ट साइड या राइट साइड? लेफ्ट साइड। अच्छा कहां है लेफ्ट साइड? ये है लेफ्ट साइड। चलो भाई लेफ्ट साइड में अब यहाँ, अच्छा यहाँ पे ऑप्शन में मैग्नीशियम की बात किया ही नहीं है। आई होप ये मैग्नीशियम को दिया ही नहीं है। चलो ठीक है, फिर भी कोई बात नहीं, यानी ये गिवन ऑप्शंस में ये पूछ रहा है गिवन ऑप्शंस में अगर ये पूछेगा तो फिर आप लोग को डिफरेंस देखना पड़ेगा। जिंक के लिए देखो, जिंक के लिए कितना दे रखा है, -0.76, एजी के लिए कितना दे रखा है, +0.8, कितने का डिफरेंस हो गया, ऑलमोस्ट इट इज 1.56, कितने का डिफरेंस हो गया, 1.56। जिंक के लिए बताइए, जिंक से जिंक और मैग्नीशियम, बताओ जिंक और मैग्नीशियम कभी जिंक कभी आपका एनोड बन सकता है, पॉसिबल ही नहीं भाई, कैसे पॉसिबल हो सकता है, जिंक की ई नॉट की वैल्यू इज मोर, और यहाँ पे मैग्नीशियम, गलत बात, ये बिल्कुल गलत बात है। चलो यहाँ पे बात करो, हियर Cu2Cu+2 Ag+2 1, चलो यहाँ पर ये पॉसिबल तो है, पर डिफरेंस कितने का है, चलो भाई डिफरेंस देख लो, डिफरेंस देखो 0.34 एंड यहाँ पे 0.80, डिफरेंस कितने का हो गया, 0.46, नहीं अभी तो सबसे ज्यादा 1.56 आ रहा है। यहाँ पे इन दोनों को देखो, ये तो भाई गलत बात है, यहाँ पे ये गलत बात है। गलत बात क्यों है, क्योंकि कॉपर कैन नेवर बी इन द लेफ्ट साइड, कॉपर कैसे हो सकता है एनोड व्हेन देयर इज मैग्नीशियम, मैग्नीशियम को होना चाहिए एनोड, गलत बात। तो यहाँ पर अगर कोई ऑप्शन हम जिसके साथ जा सकते हैं तो कौन सा है, ये है, दिस ऑप्शन विल बी करेक्ट वन, ये है आपका सही ऑप्शन। मगर मेरी तरफ से अगर इसमें ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता कि कौन इन सब में सबसे ज्यादा होगा, तो जो सबसे ज्यादा पॉजिटिव और जो सबसे ज्यादा नेगेटिव है उनके बीच के डिफरेंस में सबसे ज्यादा आएगा, तो दे विल मेक द डेल्टा जी वैल्यू मैक्सिमम नेगेटिव। तो आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि क्या हो जाएगा, मैग्नीशियम टू Mg+2 टू Mg एंड देन Ag टू Ag+2 Ag। क्या बात सबको समझ में आ रही है? नेक्स्ट आइए बात कीजिए, स्टेटमेंट 1, फॉर ए गिवन वैल्यू ऑफ प्रिंसिपल क्वांटम नंबर n the number of orbital is n square। I think this question is, ये देखा से लग रहा है, ये देखो इसको मीडियम दे रखा है, मीडियम नहीं, ये तो इजी है। फॉर अ गिवन वैल्यू ऑफ प्रिंसिपल क्वांटम नंबर ऑफ ऑर्बिटल इज, यस अभी हम लोगों ने इसको देखा है, करेक्ट है। स्टेटमेंट 2, फॉर अ गिवन वैल्यू ऑफ n the number of subshell is equal to 0 to n-1, yes for sure it is also correct। तो both of the statement 1 and statement 2 both are correct। चलिए भाई आगे बढ़ेंगे, अरे अभी कैसे, थैंक यू, ओके सो सर,
Okay, so
sir is coming,
how was the
I think sir
Ready to ask?
after seeing this chemistry question paper students will be very happy I think,
Yes.
right? देखिए बच्चों की आप खुशी देख लीजिए सर।
Yes. And
Yes, sir.
mathematics also, one student has commented, Siddhant has commented that we can directly write this value. Okay. Okay. So you can see here directly one formula is there. That has been identified by Siddhant. That directly we can write this quantity as cos 3x. No need to simplify. If you are smarter with the calculation, you can reduce the calculation as well, right? So directly you can replace this with direct formula cos 3x and you can just apply it here, okay? Directly how many steps you can simply up to you will reach here. So many steps you can reduce. So if you are smarter with the calculation, then also you can reduce so much of time in mathematics, okay? So better you remember the formula, all the formula, as much formula you can remember, and that will be only helpful for you, okay? So in mathematics you can form one strategy to remember formula as much as you can, okay? And one more thing, that a student were saying something here, so I think it is correct only, this calculation is correct only. X by 2 y by 8 is equal to 1 by 16 plus 1 by 2, so 8 plus 1 9 by 16, so multiplying 16, 8x plus of 2y is equal to 9, so this is correct only, okay? So this is, I hope it is correct only, so nothing is there. So this is mathematics, and we have to say anything, sir?
Yes sir, physics we have done only 10 questions.
Okay, okay.
Some more questions are there that we can do.
We have also done partial question, but question is
yes.
not available actually.
Maybe soon they will be available, but what are the questions are available we can complete.
It is memory based.
Yes, since it is memory
so-
based. Okay, so
Okay.
I think only physics, I feel like it is very easy even when compared to chemistry and maths. So like we can see what is the pattern also finally, as the physics has become more scoring. I'll just try to give some more inputs as well. Just few more questions which we got from the memory based. We'll pick and we'll complete. So physics again doesn't change much, that pattern, things are very easy. So you'll be very comfortable even see by seeing these questions. We are already done. We got the question as the answer as 1, and even this also we have got the answer. So let us see the question, which is again the usual suspect, we should say, the question from dual nature. Again 4 questions from modern physics, at least 3 will be coming, and again as expected we got the question from photoelectric effect, again which has become a favorite topic for NTA. In the last 4 shifts 4 questions have been asked, and again those 4 questions are from photoelectric effect, and might be Einstein might be their favorite. They are asking the question directly from the Einstein's equation E is equal to work function plus KE max. So directly questions have been asked here. So you can also see the question what has been given here. So they gave wavelength. There are a light of wavelength is incident on a metal having work function. Directly the value is given. Work function is 3.4 eV, and the stopping potential is also given. Okay, how do we relate? How do you relate stopping potential with the kinetic energy? If you want to stop the moving electron, we have to apply the stopping potential. So this, the modified relation, is equal to work function plus EVS, where Vs is the stopping potential. Again it must be V. So V value is given as 1.6 eV. Again nothing is there here, and they are asking to find wavelength, and how do we get? So E is equal to hc by lambda, and work function is 3.4 eV, and this EVS is also 1.6 eV. So now should we have to substitute H value and C value or what? No, they only give, that also is given HC value. They are only saying that take it as 12,400. When you take this, then lambda will be coming in angstroms. Again very basic here, and this is becoming 5 eV, and then so what is we want to get, this is also in eV will be coming out. eV gets cancelled. What is lambda is coming out here? 12,400 by 5. This into 2. If you do, what should be answer? 2480 angstroms. Again, so do we see anything complicated here? Direct equation, just formula substitution. Again physics, mains, the trend is still continuing the same. And again if you see this question, you might be feeling, are we doing mains exam or what? See, they gave 2 charges, and they are saying that they are located on x-axis. One is on -7, 0, 0, and what is the charge is +7 coulomb. Here is charge is there, and where is other charge? Other charge is at, this is -4 is at 7, 0, 0, and so these are 2 charges are there, Q1 here, Q2 here. So again what the things they are asking, just check. Again we can't, maybe you're surprised to believe, just they are asking to find potential energy. What is potential energy? K Q1 Q2 by R. Everything is given. So K value 9 into 10 power 9. Q value, Q1 is 7, and Q2, we have to substitute with sign here. So then only we'll get plus minus. Again you see the options plus minus. So here obviously plus answer cannot come, because one is positive charge. The 2 options are eliminated, and just 2 more options, and divide by R value. What is the distance here? The distance 7 plus 7, 14. So once, twice, 2, 2, minus 2. So it is coming out to being minus 18 into 10 power 9 coulomb. So minus 18. So this is what the answer should be coming. Again, so you can see 30, like 1 minute, I should say maximum. This is what the question. So again this cannot be medium. It is easy. It is a easy, very easy question. If there is a category of very easy, you should put under very easy category. Again, that's what the mains level. Again formula based. Again as expected, surface tension question have been asked. In last shift they asked surface tension and viscosity statement based question. Previous to that also they asked. Again we have a list. We have given you a list of topics from which we can easily score 50-60. But what happened is, the questions have been asked like you can get 70 also. Those 13 topics or 14 topics which are given, you can, if you just follow it, you'll be getting easily the marks. So here we have, what is the thing we are having here? There's a, if you see, there's a water, and inside the water there's a water bubble. So and so the only one result that we have, water bubble has only one free surface. Whenever we have one free surface, then what is the excess pressure? P inside minus P outside is equal to what? 2 should come or 4 should come? When there are 2 free surfaces, 4 should come. When there is one free surface, so 2T by R. So now what are the things they're asking? The pressure inside they're asking. What is pressure inside here? So pressure inside is equal to P naught plus 2T by R. So P naught 10 power 5 it is, and surface tension value it is given some 72 into 10 power minus 3 divided by what is R? R value 1 mm, 10 power minus 3. So 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3 got cancelled. Then what is the answer should be coming out here? Again, there might be some calculations here. So just you have to add them up and you'll be getting the things. So again, direct formula based. They gave outside pressure and they're asking inside pressure. Nothing to do, just to put the values in the formula. And next, this is one thing which is little bit different. We don't generally get these kind of questions, but here it is asked again once in a blue moon kind of we should see here. So what they're asking, errors we expect. Last shift also they asked, and again dimensions. If you are looking at the topic, units and measurements. So total we have. So 3 topics are there, and surprisingly they are missing out one topic here. So what are the 3 topics are? One is dimensions. Yes, questions have been asked on dimensions in last shifts. Another topic is errors. Another topic is instruments, that is 1 year calipers and screw gauge. Either here or here or here, or surprisingly, or you can see even 2 questions have been asked in the previous shift. Again, definitely, even though many of you might neglect this topic, but questions are repeating similar model, but here is little different. But still, in errors, how do we calculate? So when we discuss generally in the class, errors is alternative or it is an application of differentiation. So here some relation is given, energy between position and time. They gave some function, that is E is equal to some x cube e power minus bt. So now what they are asking, if there is error in x, if there is error in t, then will there be an error in E or not? Yes, there will be. Then how do you calculate error? Normally if E is equal to x into t, then what is delta E by E is equal to? That is delta x by x plus delta t by t. But it is not the usual case here. They gave exponential. So here we go for differentiation. It might be coming, but we have alternative. The method we can follow here is by applying log. When you apply log, so it is like log a into b. So we can write as log a plus log b. So we are using natural logarithms, e power minus bt. So what will happen here? So log. So now we have to use mathematics here. Log x minus this is bt into 1. So basic properties of logarithms we have applied here. Okay, then what to do? Okay, why we are applying log all this? Why can't we have done directly differentiation? We could have done, but again it becomes lengthy. But if we do now differentiation is easy. So we are looking for small errors. So we follow the laws of differentiation while calculating errors, except errors should never be subtracted. They should always be added. Differentiating on both sides. If we differentiate on both sides, differentiation of log e, it is 1 by e, and so we are differentiating. So we are directly writing with respect to none we are doing. So we write d by e will be coming out. Next 3 is a constant. Differentiation of log x, 1 by x dx, that is we can write dx by x, right? Next different beta is a constant. Some value we'll be getting as beta is given, it's a constant, and differentiation of t is dt. So this is what the laws of differentiation is saying, but errors should never be subtracted. So we can write it as what? Delta e by e, okay fine, is equal to 3 into delta x by x, then plus beta delta t. So this is where the things, this idea should come from e, how to get this e. So the basic idea is differentiation. So once if you do this, then, and again this is the only question where the things are where we have to apply little bit knowledge. Everything else is direct. So now we are looking for percentage error. So delta e by e into 100 is equal to 3 times of delta x by x into 100. Okay, then here plus beta into delta t into 100. So do we have all these values? We are ultimately we are looking for this value, the answer. Now how do we have? So already you can see that the percentage error in x is given as 1.2. Okay, so 3 into 1.2 percentage is given. Okay, beta value is 0.3. Then what about delta t? So we don't have delta t value, but what do we have? We have delta T by T into 100 is given, which is 1.6. What is delta T into 100 will be? So 1.6 into T. So T value, yes, everything will be given. Nothing to worry here. Just substitute. So what will be coming out? 1.6 into 5. This is, you can write as 8. So into 8. So this value, now we have everything here. We have everything, just substitute. Okay, so if we substitute the values, then what will be coming out? 3 into 1.2, 3.6 plus 0.3 into 8. 2.4 it is. Okay, fine. Then we are getting what? 6%. So it might be an integer question, then answer will be 6 it is. Okay. So again, just the idea you have to pick. If you got the idea, but whenever something errors is required, we can apply directly formulas of error analysis, or instead we can go for differentiation. Whenever powers of something is given, we can also do by logarithms. We apply log, and after that we can do this. This is the only question. This is the only question where the things are little bit lengthy, and we did not find any question where the things this much of analysis is required. Okay, next if we see, again very one step question we should say. So we have electromagnetic waves, and we know electromagnetic waves we expect only one question, but here, so it's like bonus, they gave instead of one question 2 questions in this shift. So again, what are the overall topics we have? We see EM waves, again very small chapter, so 2 hours 3 hours we can complete this. And so here first we start with the displacement equation, displacement current. After identifying displacement current, then only Maxwell gave his equations. So Maxwell's, even last year also they asked the question directly, what are Maxwell's equations are. Then next is, so electromagnetic wave equation based. Previous shift they asked, this shift also they asked, and lastly it is a basic theory part. Again, it's not much of what is a, for what wave, what is the frequency, what is the application. Again direct, even if you want to summary also, we can fit in one page. That's not the small chapter it is. So here what is the thing is EM wave, it has electric field, it has magnetic field. The relation between the amplitudes, what is relation between the amplitudes is E naught by B naught is equal to C it is. That's it. Then what they are asking, they are asking magnitude of magnetic field at that point, or we can also apply E by B is equal to C also. This is E naught and B naught represents amplitudes, and this is for at any instant. Both are correct only. There is no something wrong here. We can use any for we want to find B value, so simply what you do, E by C, E given, right, electric field is given 9.3, and C value is need to be given, no, right. So it is what, 3.1 into 10 power minus 8, 3.1 into 10 power minus 8 it is. Option C should be coming again. So everyone might have attempted this question, because E value given, C we know, B are to find. The question can never be easier than this. Okay, so again small chapter, 2 questions, 8 marks. See how much weightage it was carrying. And now this is, you might feel like, okay, something big things they are asking, and some big dimension analysis. Again, if you are smart, will you do all 4? No, only pick which are not matching and which you feel like easy. So magnetic permeability, which is mu naught, torsional constant where tau is equal to c theta, magnetic induction, that is magnetic field. We can use different formulas are there, where mu naught I by 2 by r we can use, or if you use F is equal to again F is equal to mb we can use. We have different formulas here, and magnetic moment m is equal to I into area. So now if B is equal to mu naught I by 2r if you use for a ring. So now we have formulas. If you know formulas, then only we can find dimension analysis. But out of these 4, which looks simple? So I think you are able to identify that which are looking simple. Second and fourth, right? Just look at second and fourth. And second, that is Q, and there see, if you know one, and here fourth one is S. So just solve 2 of them, right? Why to solve all 4? So let us solve. Second one, torsional constant torque is equal to c theta. What is torque? Dimension formula. It is the same dimensions as energy. So we should remember, right, ml square t power minus 2 is equal to c, and theta has no dimensions. So c is equal to ml square t power minus 2. That means q is 3. So answer should be what? For q, answer should be 3. So again, we see that directly all of them got eliminated here. Only one answer is. Okay, again, if you want, you can spend all the time, but if you see only one, this is what you have to be smart. If you want to check one more for magnetic moment, let us say, what is m is equal to I, current is A, and area is L square, AL square. So S should be 2. So to verify, so this is the only one which is matching here. Again, no need to spend your time waste, just do smart work. Always smart work beats hard work. So in the exam, because we have limited time, again, when you have time, definitely hard work beats smart work. When you don't have time, you have to be smart. So next, again, this is a question where we are, again, EM waves. I said 2 questions have come, right? This is the second question. So where, so between the, they are saying there is a current. There is a current between the capacitors. What do we call that as? Displacement current. And here, the simple concept here is there is only one, the current in the wires is conduction current. When it is between the plates of capacitor, we call it as displacement current. Both are equal. So what is the formula? The basic formula for displacement current is, again, actual formula is epsilon naught d phi by dt, but again, this is not required here. Here not required. So if you are not remembering, also fine. But in capacitors, we say as a special case, you should remember I is equal to, basic formula is Q is equal to CV. So I is equal to differentiate C dV by dt, and anything else is required here. Once you recollect this, they gave I and they gave C and they are asking dV by dt. So again, once you feel like you got the grip of the formulas and basic concepts, so you will feel the mains paper we are dealing and it will be very, very easy they are. So if you send, okay, this is 0.25, this all 0.25. So what is dV by dt is coming out to be? 10 power minus 6 comes this side, becomes 10 power plus 6, this 10 power 3 volt per second. So again, very 2-step answer it is. 2 steps. 1, 2. 2 steps, it's done. Just so again, you have to recollect that the things are very, very easy. And just I want to show you what the things, the pattern, if you see. So just want to show you how the things are which have been asked. The shift wise, if you see. Okay, just I'll okay. So I hope you can see the things are just if we zoom it in. Okay. So this is today's morning the shift we are seeing here. So units and measurements, 2 questions came. And again, we have picked this, we have picked as a topic and kinematics. So including these two, one questions, 1 or 2 questions we'll be expecting, but again, we are getting the bonus. And definitely the formula based topics that we know, like if you see in gravitation, they are asking basic moment of inertia, and as well as torque based questions they have been asking. Gravitation, 1 question actually they have asked here. And okay, this is morning shift, and in the afternoon shift also we are getting the question. And so basic topics they have been covered. And EM waves, this is morning shift. In the evening shift we got 2 questions. The morning shift 1 question. Ray optics 1 question guaranteed. AC also 1 question they have asked in the evening shift. So again, we have the list of topics with you. Just go through it and you can see that in the afternoon shift and morning shift, the scores, if you do those topics, the scores will be varying between 50 to 70 easily. If you are struggling, and if you are already getting 50s and 70s, then just brush up the things. And those for students who are going to write the remaining mains for physics. So if you're targeting for 250 plus, then your strategy has to be different. How the strategy should be, like first, if you're completing 40 minutes chemistry, again, it is advised that to complete the physics part also less than 1 hour time. So that if you're targeting 250 plus, then definitely, because we have seen the analysis also, the maths is taking more time. So since maths is taking more time, definitely cannot say that you will do in 1 hour time. So you have to go beyond. You have to go beyond 1 hour for maths. 45 minutes, 45 minutes if you do physics and chemistry. So remaining 1 hour, 20 minutes are again, if you give more than 1 hour only, you will be competing with the top students, top rankers, 99.9 percentile, 99.8 percentile. But so again, those who are targeting for 98 percentile, 95 percentile, that strategy will be different, and the things are, so if you're targeting for 250 plus, the things are different. So again, so you know how the trend is. It's not like only this time they are asking the questions in this manner. It has been the trend for last 3 years, 4 years, you should say. The things are, physics is scoring, but again, this is only for mains. For advanced, the game is different. It's not going to be the same, but it's an elimination game. It is JEE Mains is all about elimination. So only selecting few, and for the few, they are going to keep a bigger exam, advanced exam. The things will be different, and that program will also be different. So for now, so for those who are preparing, those who are still in the game for mains, the things has to be followed is stick to the basics. For physics, stick to the basics. Don't unnecessarily run behind different books, different questions. Just stick to the basics, do proper practice, and get confidence in maths, especially if you want to be in the top zone. Okay, so now we can also discuss like some points.
Yeah, sure. First of all, I would like to just complete my organic set.
Okay, yes,
After
sir.
that, I think we can just, at
Yes.
last, we can just discuss.
Sure,
with
sir.
students.
So
yeah.
please continue.
Okay. Okay, I'm audible, right? Okay, students. So inorganic and physical is already done. Now we are going for organic chemistry questions. Let's see. See, as we have seen the physical and inorganic question, those which were, we can say that it was somewhere between easy to moderate. The similar thing, that similar trend, we can see it here in the organic also. What is that? Just see that. That alpha helix protein and beta pleated sheet protein belongs from which of the following structure? Again, NCRT, bhai, everyone. NCRT. NCRT completely. NCRT based, it is the line of the primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary structure of the proteins. Chaliye bataiye everyone. The primary structure is for, what does this say? It just tells you about the sequence of amino acids. Yes or no? So it is the primary. Okay, but is it alpha helix or beta plated structure? No. In alpha helix or beta pleated structure, we know that it is about, after the sequence of the amines is formed, after that what happens? The secondary structure goes for either alpha helix or beta pleated structure. So it is going for the C, secondary. Tertiary is for, so option is, answer is very easy. It is secondary structure, very easily you can say. But tertiary, what does that tertiary? After that, those secondary structures, how they connect with each other, right? Yes or no? So that is going to be in tertiary. And then quaternary, that we use for the differentiation between the different proteins. है कि नहीं? चलिए भाई, तो ये तो easy question था. चलिए भाई, आगे देखेंगे. This we have chlorobenzene. See, this should be chlorobenzene. This should be chlorobenzene. Here we have chlorobenzene, and this is reacting with, there is a bit changes, yeah. So here we have chlorobenzene, and this is reacting with NaOH. NaOH, it is the oxygen, NaOH, and it is being given heat and 300 degrees of 300 atm pressure. Acha, high temperature and high pressure, and that too reaction with chlorobenzene in the presence of NaOH. What is that? I think everyone you know that it is Dow's process. What is that? It is Dow's process. Easy question. Dow's process में क्या होता है भाई? It is used for phenol formation. It is used for phenol formation. चलिए आइए देख लीजिए क्या हो जाएगा आंसर. Here it will be, phenol will be formed. अच्छा ठीक है. It is directly from NCERT. देख लो भाई. Everyone. Na2Cr2O7 in the presence of H2SO4. This reaction. Now, in this reaction, what is going to happen? Na2Cr27 or K2Cr27 in the presence of H2SO4, it acts as oxidizing agent. Yes, oxidizing agent. इसको oxidize करके क्या बनाओगे भाई? Everyone. अरे yes, benzoquinone. What will be formed? Benzoquinone. NCERT का line by line. Everyone. So what is there? A and what is B? So A is phenol. So here we have A is okay. B. I think okay. Here we have some mistake. So option B. Option B should be the correct. Next, compare rate of solvolysis. Solvolysis. What is solvolysis? I think सबको पता है. Solvolysis means when solvent itself acts as nucleophile. When solvent itself acts as nucleophile. अच्छा, मतलब solvent. Which kind of solvent? I hope सबको पता है कि solvent generally we take water or alcohol, right? तो और solvolysis होता कब है? In the presence of polar aprotic. जब भी हम polar protic solvent की बात करते हैं, जैसे कि water और ROH, जब ये SN1 reaction show करते हैं, when they give you SN1 reaction, तब ही solvolysis होता है. तो मतलब ये क्या कहना चाहता है? Basically it is asking for rate of SN1 रिएक्शन. अच्छा, रेट ऑफ SN1 रिएक्शन तो सबको पता है भाई. ये किस पे डिपेंड करता है? डिपेंडिंग ऑन द स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ कार्बोकैटायन. अच्छा, कार्बोकैटायन कैसे बनता है? बाय द रिमूवल ऑफ यहाँ से हेलोजन क्या कर दो? रिमूव करो. यहाँ पे क्या लगा दो? पॉजिटिव. यहाँ से हर जगह से Br को हटाते जाओ, प्लस बनाते जाओ, कार्बोकैटायन बनाते जाओ भाई, कार्बोकैटायन बनाते जाओ, और देन यू जस्ट हैव टू चेक दैट विच इज मोस्ट स्टेबल. अब यहाँ पर कंपेयर करने की बात बोल रहा है. कंपेयर मीन्स यू हैव टू जस्ट से दैट व्हाट इज इंक्रीजिंग और डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर. जस्ट चेक. It is what it is. I hope you understand it. It was benzylic carbocation, highly stabilized. Why it is stabilized? It is resonance stabilized. इसकी बात करिए. अरे भाई, just see that it is being resonance stabilized by two different rings. तो यहाँ पर तो stability is even high. तो resonance stabilization is even more. यहाँ पे क्या है? resonance stabilization है, पर यहाँ पर क्या है? It is very high. Now what about this? In this question, in this example, we can see that the carbocation is 2 degree carbocation, while here we have 3 degree carbocation. Acha, just tell me what is the order of carbocation stability? Carbocation stability, we know that 3 degrees more than 2 degrees more than 1 degree is more than methyl. So everyone we can see here it is 2 degree and here it is 3 degree, but both of them are less than benzylic. क्या ये बात सबको समझ में आ रही है? Yes or no? So if you have to compare, the maximum will be where resonance stabilization is maximum. So B will be more. Then what will happen? A. After A, what will happen? D. After D, what will happen? C. So B, A, D, C. It will be the correct answer. Next, match the column 1 and 2. Column 1 is this. Column, okay. We are finding out the product. Okay, let's see. So we have to follow. Just it is ozonolysis. Achha, which kind of ozonolysis is this? I hope everyone we can see that. Ozone in the presence of zinc. Ozone in the presence of zinc means reductive ozonolysis. अरे reductive ozonolysis भाई, oxidative ozonolysis में क्या use करते थे? We were using the oxidizing agent. What is the oxidizing agent? If here we used H2O2, K2Cr2O7, KMNO4, it will be oxidizing agent, and the product here will be just like oxidative ozonolysis. But here we have reductive ozonolysis. अब ये तो everyone you know that बच्चा can do that. Everyone just see that wherever the double bond is there, why do we use it? We use it for the unsaturation test also. What we do? Wherever there is unsaturation, just break the bond, give OO. What will be there? Can you see that this is hydrogen? So this will be forming aldehyde. This will be forming 2 aldehyde, and here because there is CC, so this will be forming ketone, and here it will form aldehyde. Just see that it is. I hope we can see. Is it correct or not? CHO. Is it? It's. I think it is going well. Correct. Ketone and aldehyde. So here 1P. Just talk about this. What is there? OO. Here we have hydrogen. So here this will be ketone and this will be aldehyde. Here we have hydrogen. Here we have hydrogen. Break this. Oxygen. This will also be aldehyde. This will also be aldehyde. Aldehyde. CHO. Correct. And here we have okay. Here we have, this one is not matching. So which one is matching? Just check this again. CHO, correct. Then here we have aldehyde. Here we have aldehyde, and here we have ketone. So aldehyde is okay, ketone is here. So of course we can see this second R. Third, what we have to do? Just break it. O. Here we have hydrogen. So means what will be forming here? Here it is aldehyde. Here it is aldehyde. And here break this. Here it is aldehyde. Here it is aldehyde. So all of them will be aldehyde. Just check that where all of them is given aldehyde. Is there any option? CHO, of course, here it is Q. Next, talk about this. So, of course, 4 will be for S. You can check that. So, from seeing the options only and from elimination method, as physics sir has told you, right? Prashant sir has told you about this, that just the question is very much based on elimination method. If you can eliminate few of the options, you can get it easily, right? You can get it very easily. Just break this also and you will get this answer very easily. This is also a very easy kind of question is there. So what we can say, it is not, I will not tell that it is easy question, but of course I will just put it in the medium level. So of course it is a question of where you have to think a bit about. So what I will say that it is purely on the basics. This question paper, whatever is this, we know it that this is on memory based, but still the memory based questions can give us a lot of insight into the paper, that what is the NTA wants from you. NTA is asking for very much basic understanding of the content, right? So let's just talk about few of the so we will just talk about few of the strategies that how we can do well in the upcoming examination. I will tell you just one thing. Those who are going to face the examination in the upcoming days, everyone, do not do anything new. Stick to what you are doing and revise as much as possible. And for those who are doing it, who have already done, so if you have done very well, bhai, J Advance is yours. J Advance ki tayari shuru kar dijiye. And those who are there, who are thinking, okay, I could do better, JEE Mains, second session, please sir.
Yes sir, so it has been a wonderful session.
Yeah, of course.
Right. So we have, again, the mains we have been seeing for the last 3 shifts and including the 4th shift. So scoring for physics and chemistry is all good. And think that you are also doing the same physics and chemistry. But if for those 2 students who already have done with the mains one, where you scored in physics like 20 questions you solved, chemistry 20 questions you solved, and maths, if you are not able to score beyond like 10 questions, then that is where you have to work for the next 2 months.
Correct.
So maths you work, so spend the time for maths and improve your score there. For physics, so 23 questions, okay, you can improve there as well, 25 questions. But for maths, if you are not going beyond 50-60, then definitely the 200 becomes difficult.
Yeah.
So, and ultimately 99 percentile is always a backup for your advance. So once you are clear with your mains, then you can easily focus on. For those who are going to write for the next 6 shifts, who are in the next shifts, so they should also be thinking how to manage the time. So now revision part is like, if you have 3-4 days time, then you could revise.
They can sir, for sure. And
so they have
I think they should not go for anything new, sir, for sure.
Yes,
this is very clear.
Yes.
That, sir, what do you feel that what is the safe score for physics today?
I should say 70, 80.
70, 80. I think that 80 is something, or 75 is something that is doable, right?
Easily doable.
Same thing I can tell for chemistry. I can go for 80 easily. Easily. Let's say that I am considering your questions mistake also. Why? Because there is no, earlier there was an integer type of question, there were options. But today you do not have options. So you may leave it some questions. So I feel that still 80 question is a safe score. And for mathematics, sir, I think 50. As mathematics, sir, is
so safe score in the sense, sir, again, safe score is for 99. If you score this,
no. It is not for 99 percentile for sure, sir.
Yes,
for 99 percentile, I would say that for this paper, it is going to be 220 or 220 plus. I think it is easy.
I think, sir, for this course, 99.3 percentile will be easily crossed.
99.3. I'm just telling for 99.9 percentile.
Like
right.
plus or minus 5, plus or minus 10,
correct.
or minus 5, around. So 200
will be 200
right. Okay. If you score, then I think it will lead to 99 percentile.
Correct.
So that is again.
That's a good decent mark.
If you're talking about safe score like 98 percentile, then maybe 160, 170.
I was asking just like 99%, 99.9. If you go for 99.9, so it is going to be, it is going to demand, right, 220 to 40 marks easily, right?
Definitely, sir, yes.
Definitely this.
Again, achievable score we should say. Achievable score for this and for 99.
Achievable, I think, sir, it will be somewhere around 50 marks. Yes. 150 marks is 150, achievable.
Yes. Right. So again, these all presently just we are speculating only. Finally, after the result only we could say for sure. But so for physics 70 plus you can easily target. Chemistry 70 to 80 easily targetable. Maths, that is where you should spend the time, do comfortably, do spend time 5 minutes per one question. Then easily 10-12 questions you can easily solve and get the 50 marks, and easily you are par. And what is the thing which will be guaranteed here? NITs are guaranteed. Then if NITs are guaranteed, then easily you can concentrate on next. So the next step, the big step, bigger leap. So that is what we are all expecting to you to become the future IITians. Okay. So I think we can conclude, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay then.
Thank you.
So good night.
Good night. Take care, everyone.